I recently built a search application over my audiobook catalog. It is a hybrid search application that combines results from two search indices, a lexical search index and a vector search index. When the time came for evaluating the quality of the search results, I pointed the AI coding agent to the collection of my audiobook description and asked it to generate test queries and the correct answer. I use this for evaluating my search application. After finishing the implementation, I asked myself, did I do it right? The way I generated these test queries and evaluated the quality of the search, was it the right way to do it? Then I started reading publications in information retrieval, which is closely related to modern AI search space. I also read a few good articles of AI search practitioners. There is an overwhelming consensus that the best way to come up with test queries for evaluating the quality of a search application is using the queries that come from real human users. Also, using the human user to look at the results from the search application and give their relevancy judgment. What this might look like, a human user will type a query and they will look into a list of results, maybe the top 10 results that came from the search engine, look each result and give relevancy judgment, relevant or not relevant. Then this becomes part of a test query set. If you have multiple search strategies, you can run this test query set with multiple search strategies and look at which of the search strategies are bringing correct answer in the top positions. To make this process of creating test set easier, I added a evaluation workbench to my search application. I want to show you in this demo how it works. My application has a new tab label where I can create a new test query set by clicking new set. Can give it a name like test set 4. Now I have a brand new test query set which currently does not have any test query. I can start adding queries and my relevancy judgment over a set of documents that come from the search. Let's look into an example. I'm looking for books that will help me improving my writing skills. I can type something like, I want to be a better writer. I click this button, build pool. When I click this button, it performs two searches. One search against my lexical search index, bring the top matching top 10 results from lexical index. It also runs another search against the dense vectors index and bring the top 10 results from there. Next, it combines the result from both search indices and remove any duplicates. It also discards any relevancy ranking that came from individual search indices. What you are seeing here is that deduplicated list of results. Now I can give my own relevancy judgment on each book that came from this search. For example, I look at this first one, Strain on Writing. This is a book on writing, so I can say it's highly relevant. The next one is Speak to Win. It's a book on speaking, so I'm going to give it a relevancy level of not relevant. Next one, How to Take a Smart Notes. It has some relevancy because it helps with note taking. So I can put a relevant but not highly relevant. Next one, Miracle of Self-Discipline, not relevant. 5 Elements of Effective Thinking, not relevant. Getting Things Done, not relevant. Deep Work, maybe it's my subjective relevancy. So I can say that it helps with productivity, maybe I can say it relevant. Next one, I will label it not relevant. I can keep going like this and do my individual assessment. After removing duplicates from both search indices, there are 18 documents. I have given my relevancy level to each of them. Now this becomes part of this test set 4. This is the first query in the test set 4. For this query, I have 18 books and their relevancy levels. I can repeat this process until I have a decent number of queries and their relevancy judgment. Initially, I am aiming for creating a test collection with 20 queries. For each query, let's say there are 15 to 20 answers and their relevancy judgment. So roughly there will be 300 labels examples. I have another tab, Evaluate, where I can pick any of the test sets that I have created. For example, test set 4. I can run it. It will run this set of queries against the 3 with the lexical index, vector index, and the hybrids search and give the evaluation results. This is a very small set. I have one test query, so these numbers will not tell us much. I finished building this evaluation workbench today. I have not yet created proper test set and start looking into the numbers. One thing definitely has changed. Compared to my initial test set, which were in synthetic queries generated by AI coding agent with the help of an LLM, this is the test set, the test queries that I create, and the relevancy judgment that I am providing with the search results. I feel more confident now because I will be evaluating the performance of this search against my own yardstick, not relying on some black box or queries, test queries, and their answers provided by an LLM. If you are building AI search, such as hybrid search or vector search, I am curious, how are you evaluating the quality of your retriever? If you have any suggestion that how to build a good test collection, feel free to share with me in the comment.